It's just a normal Keystore. So I think that that's a little underappreciated as well. So like now our target audience, and obviously this integration's, heavily focused on Dash and getting the Dash community onboarded and earning across the Dash payment rails. But our target audience really has just expanded to everyone that also has a Keystore. So if and I mean I haven't seen any numbers on how many people have a Keystore, but I would assume quite a lot of people that are deep in the crypto space. Um, so we've now expanded that target audience very heavily. And being that we've had, JP Thor on the podcast before and we've got ties with Thorchain, we've got ties obviously with Maya as well. I think that all of this stuff is just such a seamless experience in terms of now signing up and getting active on the platform. So, you know, I think there's a few kind of really key things that need to get solved for next. And Joel, I'd love for you to chime in as well. When a Dash user now comes in, signs up with Keystore, they get into Inleo, right? Like they can now make threads and they can, interact with people. What is going to be our next step in terms of, how do we keep them around? How do we get them excited to be active and engaged on the platform, as a team and as a community?
Yeah, I think the next, first of all, the next step is instantly start promoting this thing, start selling. Like now we're like, hey, guess what we've done? Press release going out. Then we get ads going out. Then we email newsletter, all that kind of stuff. Get this thing actually wide because now we have a product that will work for a lot more people than it used to. And it's, for example, as I mentioned with like the network effect kind of thing, it's one of those things where um, we have like the ultimate digital cash so far in the form of Dash, and we're like, oh, everyone, you should use this, and it's still like once you get people using it, they love it. But the challenge is how do you get someone? You got to go the fiat route, buy from Coinbase, something like that, and then eventually they forget to just keep buying so they can then sell and then then spend and then eat up a little bit of transaction fee or whatever and complicate their taxes or whatever. I mean, it's not super strong from that perspective. And then you got on the other side. Um, the Hive ecosystem, which is a great way for people to actually get involved as users and start earning. And then it's like, then what do you do with it after that? And I know that, for example, Distrader has done a great job of like really trying to hype up the actual spending of the Hive in the world. If I was restricted to just using the Hive blockchain to spend on daily goods and services, I don't know if I could make it work entirely. I think I'd have to like diversify into fiat or other coins or whatever. But then you just plug these two together, and all of a sudden you have something that's very valuable that you can just say, hey, guess what? Use this thing, and then you can just exit the financial system. If you're a content creator of any kind, now you're out. You're out of fiat with Inleo, right? Because you got Inleo with Dash. Now you can just get your wallet, start earning, get real money, spend it, and that's it. You just close your bank, you're done.